Yeah.
I need to get a new watch. This watch is so
What
old.
watch is that?
Series 3. I know it's been with me since
Damn.
2019 and it's been
When
going
the
on
Raptors won
strong.
the championship.
Yeah,
Wow.
literally. Literally,
Wow.
yeah. Literally, yeah, I've had this watch since high school and like we literally just finished university and
That's
it's been with me
crazy.
that entire university career. So it's been like holding up really well. I mean, not as well as it was before because if I start my day at like 6 or 7 a.m. and
Hmm.
then I don't get back home until like later in the night, it doesn't last me the whole day. It'll probably die like maybe around like 5 p.m. if I don't charge it in
That's
between.
not terrible.
It's not terrible, but sometimes I've also noticed like I'm tracking a workout when I'm outside
And it just
and
dies on
it
you.
just dies like and I just left the house, so it's like I just got it off the charger and then I'm like, damn, like this workout doesn't even count anymore. Like midway through because I looked down at my watch and nothing is turning on and I'm like,
Only
it's
on
not
paper.
charging.
Only on paper. It has to be written down, guys.
If it doesn't get uploaded to Strava, then did I really work out? I don't know. I
I have
really don't know.
Kyla's on Strava with me and Raymond.
What? You don't have me on
I don't
Strava?
have anyone else on Strava. No one else
Oh
me.
my
All right,
god.
we'll add each other after the pod.
I can't believe I don't have you on Strava. I didn't even know you have it.
You didn't even know how to watch.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're screaming.
If anything, I'll lower the volume on this part of of the episode, or we'll just keep it in.
Yeah. Are
We'll
you able to do that when you're editing?
yeah, I
Like
can do that. I can do that.
okay.
That's why, like, for the episode with Tian, I
Mm-hmm.
was like launching your side. Every time we talked, I was just trying to yank it
Oh
up as high up
yeah.
as it can. So that was a toughie.
Soft spoken, but I think we've established that like every single episode.
You've been better. You've been doing better. I'd
I'm
say.
trying.
Like the one with Deja, I think she did a pretty good job.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did
no.
a really good job with that one. That was a good episode too. I'll say that.
That was a good episode. I just saw her. I was at the Argos game
Oh,
with
nice.
my friend, and yeah, she was sitting like 2 rows in front of me to the right, and then I messaged her, and I was like, "Turn to your left," and yeah, I just saw her,
So
and
you guys didn't know you were at the same game.
no, not until I
Oh,
saw her.
that's cool
Yeah,
though.
it
That's
was
cool.
nice.
Yeah,
It
that's
was
cool.
nice.
Seeing someone at the 2 rows ahead in front of you.
Like right in front, not maybe not 2 rows,
Oh,
but like she was like I could see her from where
mm,
I was sitting.
that's insane. That's how close the seats are.
Yeah.
Like you're.
Wait, have you been to an Argos game?
I've been to your Argos game.
Oh yeah, and golf.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I've
insane.
been to that one.
LOL.
Oh my god, that was a year ago.
Yeah. Wow,
Holy,
time flies.
holy. That's when we started the pod too.
This is like a little past our 1 year.
Just a little past.
Like 1 month.
About, yeah. We've been busy.
We've been so busy, so it's been a while since we launched an episode, and people have been asking.
Everyone's been asking.
Yeah, that's really on us. But also, life is lifing.
You know
Life
why
is
life is
lifing.
lifing? Because we're graduated from York. We're done school, guys.
Yeah, free, free from the shackles of academia.
Well,
At
you are.
least me.
You are. We'll get to me
Yeah,
later.
but that was not. I was gonna say it was brutal, but studying for that board exam, oh my goodness, like 12 hours a day. I'm not even joking. Wake up as early as I can, and first thing I see when I open my eyes, it's a textbook.
Opening up that Principles of Athletic Therapy textbook every single day, I wanted to cry like half the time, but
Same. There are like pictures of each of us like crashing out in our group chats. We would
oh my god, I
we would like
remember
study
them.
together at like different cafes and we would take turns of like who is falling asleep, who is just like putting their head on the table.
Oh
And
my
it was
god.
actually hilarious, but we were going through a lot.
One of our friends, his was the funniest. He kept like at was Starbucks. He
Mhm.
would he would be reading 1 second and then put his head down, like crying the next. When you guys
Oh,
said that, I was dying.
yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, I mean, that was fun, I guess.
It's an experience. I'll say that.
It is an experience. I will say that was probably the most stressful time I've ever had studying for an
I will
exam.
agree to that one. Actually, I will agree it's the most stressful one, but it's worth it. You know why it's worth it though?
Why?
We passed
Yippee! Do the
officially.
sound effects.
Yippee! Yeah. Wait, with the.
Yeah,
I'll try and add. I'll try and add it.
with the applause.
We are officially certified athletic therapists. Oh gosh, I really thought I wasn't going to pass.
Really?
I really thought I wasn't going to pass.
I
After,
thought you'd pass. I didn't really have a doubt about that.
well, I knew you were going to pass, so.
Oh no, I was so anxious. I
Because
was
your
so.
thing crashed, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I had like, oh my gosh, that was the most stressful day of my life ever. Ever. Like I've never had like so much anxiety going into an exam. I felt like my hands and my feet were shaking. Like I felt tingling in my body and I was like getting lightheaded. It was really bad. It was terrible.
At least your proctor was nice, right?
Some of them. I had like 4 or 5 different proctors
Why?
because it kept crashing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, yeah, I just had to keep switching because, you
Insane.
know, technical difficulties,
Technical what? Difficulty? I heard
difficulties.
difficulties. Oh man.
Yeah.
Mine was my experience was kind of weird too because Chrome kept crashing on my laptop.
Oh,
Yeah. So the proctor lady, she said, "Can I take control of your screen?" I just said, "Do what you need to do," and then
mhm.
my mouse started moving on its own.
Yeah,
I was like, "Whoa, what's happening?
yeah.
It got possessed or something."
No, no, no. They can do
I
that.
didn't know that. And
Really?
then she took it, did all the settings for me,
Hmm.
and then said, "You're good now." I said, "Thank you so much."
Yeah, that's how you like get started.
I don't know, and I had to do the whole show the room, show it with.
Yeah. Everyone has to do that.
I didn't know that was a thing for proctoring. I've never been proctored before. This was my first time.
Oh, yeah, no. You had to like show everything
See,
basically.
I didn't know that.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
I mean,
you
you did it,
did
so.
you take your 10-minute break?
I went to the washroom and then I came back.
I said we're already on a roll.
Yeah,
Let's
no.
go through it.
No, I just like really had to go to the washroom.
Fair. I,
So
I
that's all
forgot
it
my
was.
water bottle outside, so I had to.
Sad. That's a long exam too.
3 hours.
Mhm.
What was it out of 200 questions?
Are we allowed to talk about the exam
We
like that?
can't talk about the stuff, right? But this is common knowledge, I think.
Is it?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's 200
it's
questions.
200.
Yeah.
Okay, it was fair though.
Yeah, I thought it was
I
fair.
thought it was a fair exam.
Yeah.
Nothing too difficult is the right word.
No, I just think you had to like think things through. That's it.
Okay, that's again, it's a fair exam.
Mhm.
Study, and then you'll do fine.
Yeah, for the most part. For the most
There was
part.
some stuff that I read was not in the textbook, but
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
definitely not. Definitely not.
yeah,
But that just comes through like experience
yeah,
and, you know, not common knowledge, but just like critical thinking, like breaking down the question for what it is.
yeah. And don't overcomplicate the questions.
Yeah,
Yeah, just whatever's the most simplest or basic answer, if you will. That's probably the correct answer. So
yeah, true.
for anyone writing it next year, got this.
Okay, so moving on. Now that we graduated, we just graduated in June. We actually had a late convocation compared to
3 weeks ago.
yeah,
Yeah.
compared to like other universities. We had a pretty late convocation, so we graduated like middle of June. Got our exam results like maybe 1 week after,
Yeah,
2 weeks.
the week after
Oh
we got
yeah,
our
like the
exams.
week after graduation, and we wrote our board exam um last week of May. So like life has been lifing. What have you been up to?
So I've been working with a lot of basketball during that span from after final exams at York. Wow, that just peaked. After final exams at York, been working a lot of basketball provincial championships um, with Ontario basketball at
Mhm.
Panam, and mainly just doing a lot of football practices and stuff. Been working a lot with patients outside as well
Oh,
now, ever since certification.
yeah,
So just been doing some light treatments, light exercises, a lot of exercises to be honest.
that's good.
Yeah, just nothing too crazy, and the odd job here and there as well. Had some
Mhm.
job interviews, but nothing too serious so far.
Nice.
You?
Um, I've been on vacation. I've been going on trips, kind of like out of town almost like every single weekend. I
And
was just,
football.
yeah, playing a lot of football to be honest because I've been missing it for 3 years. So, trying to like get back into the groove of things and honestly like I'm just enjoying the summer for what it is and also like working um a personal training job and just like clinic stuff every now and then. So, yeah, kind of enjoying not being in school for a bit and
You can.
yeah,
You can.
I definitely can.
You can go to Worlds for
Yeah,
football, yeah.
yeah, that's
Exciting.
in January, so kind of preparing for that and also just doing like interviews for like different jobs, different clinics, and working on like some business proposals. So, yeah, like that's kind of how life has been. It's I don't know, like a lot of like personal stuff going on um that isn't really like related to career stuff. So, yeah,
You're
life
doing
has
well
been
though.
life.
You're doing well though,
Thanks.
yeah. She's thriving. Look, she's so happy. She's glowing.
No, it's it's the sunscreen. It's the sunscreen. I feel like I shouldn't have put it on because I forgot. Not that I forgot that we were recording today, but it's just like part of my morning routine to like have a layer of sunscreen before I leave the house.
I don't know.
But yeah, other than like work stuff, the exam that we kind of just wrote and receiving our results, I think we actually came back like a lot faster than I thought. Like getting the results. I thought we would get the results like later this month in July.
They said on the email we'd get it within 6 weeks. We got it within 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually fast. So I thought we would get it like in July, and I was like, wrote our exam and we can't find out if we're certified and look for jobs. I mean, you can look for jobs realistically, but a lot of like positions are very specific in
Yeah.
looking for certified roles. So it's like for a month, I guess, a month and a bit, um, you're kind of just like floating around, trying to see what's there.
Praying.
Yeah,
A lot of prayers. When I finished the exam, uh, a lot of people were asking, "How did you find it? How did you find it?" So again, we just have to let the listeners know it's not a difficult exam. You will hear from your results within the 6 week window. Don't stress about it. Try and forget about it, even though me saying that is probably not
it's not gonna
plausible.
help.
But what's done is done. All you can do is just hope, know you did your best. So don't stress. You definitely did well.
It was a difficult exam. I don't know what you're talking about. Like I will not like sugarcoat it as per se, but like you just got to prepare for it when the time comes. That's all it is. Like I think early preparation helps a lot.
When did you start?
September.
I started January,
Yeah,
so
I started studying in September, but I wasn't like studying that intensely until maybe after placement because it was really hard to
it
like
was.
balance. Like I would say the most difficult thing is like making the time to study when you're balancing school, maybe a part-time job and placement at the same time. And also like you're in university. Like you have a life, I assume. So, like whatever hobbies you have and whatnot. So it's like really hard to like find the time to like really study for this board exam when you're also studying for like school exams at the same time. And I would say that's like the most difficult part in terms of like the process of things and like figuring out um figuring out like how to study, because it is still a growing profession. It's not like the MCAT, it's not like studying for the bar where there's like a set like a set, I don't know, group
Like
of like textbooks to study. Like we really just have like the one or
that's
two.
kind of true. You have a series of
Yeah.
textbooks that profs and the website actually tell you you can use to study,
Yeah.
but from what most people tell you, the one textbook is
Yeah.
will suffice.
It encompasses a lot. And yeah, it's not like I mean, there are some pre existing study sets out
Hmm.
there, but
Not good.
it's not like the greatest. So you're really just like not on your own, but like
Mm.
kind of. Like you can always like refer to your supervisors, your colleagues, past graduates, like ask them as many questions as you need to. And they will help
Yeah.
you more times. More times they will help you.
Honestly, I found actually working the jobs and like placements, that's what helps retain your information. So those entering your last year of placements really take that opportunity to ask your supervisors, to learn, to go over anatomy, to go over the exercises and biomechanics and whatever, just so you can ingrain that within you. So by the time the reading the textbook part comes along, it's more so, hey, I remember this from my supervisor, or hey, I did this before, I've done this tape job before, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
So that's going to take you a long way rather than just reading everything for the first time and not knowing what's going on.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely don't want to be I guess like seeing information and like that's your first time coming across it. I would say like it's a lot of review in your last
Yeah,
year of study.
yeah.
Like when you're going over the textbook and like some chapters, I guess, it'll feel like new information, but it's like stuff you already went through before. Like you've gone through certain stuff. It's just like it's been a while. And that might have not been like the main focus when when you're like just going through placement and other stuff
Hmm.
like that.
You've learned the last 3 or 4 years. You've heard about some stuff. It's gonna stick with you in some way or another, right?
Mhm.
So just if you're ever stuck during studying or whatever, just close your eyes, think back, good times in classrooms and lecture, and you got it.
Instead of just panic mode on all the time.
All my answers were B if I didn't know it.
Oh gosh. Wow. Okay, so talked about work, talked about the exam. What are like your future endeavors? I kind of like went over mine a little bit.
So back in November, I applied to chiropractor school, and last month I heard back. I'm in, so starting August, I will be attending that for the next four
4 years.
years. Yeah,
Oh, another 4 years of school. I applaud you for that.
thank you. It's I'll put the sound effect. It's gonna be a long and short, I'd say.
It'll go by fast. I will say, like, these past couple of years, because we were in university together for 5 years
Oh
at
my
this point,
gosh.
it went by so fast but so slow at the same
Yeah,
time. Like, I think towards the end of it, I was like thinking to myself, like, no way, it's been 5 years.
I know.
I feel like there were so many things going on. That's what makes time fly so
Hmm.
fast. But like in the moments when we're there, I guess like going through school, it would feel so long. Like 3 hour lectures or like studying for an exam for 6 hours in one day on
Oh my
campus.
god.
Like those felt like long days. But like at the end of it, you don't really get to see like how far you've come. And like honestly, 4 years will fly by really fast. I feel like this one year after graduation will fly by so fast.
I have a feeling you're right about that. Just the tuition, man. It's a lot. It's a lot. I'll say that. I'm not going to give a number, but
That's up to like the people who are looking to go into Cairo
yeah,
school. That's up to your discretion to actually look at the numbers. I feel like I gotta move my mic a bit.
you're good. But I will say again, like chiropractic is another profession. I'm sure everyone's heard about it at this point.
Mhm.
It You guys are chiropractors are experts of the spine. They deal with a lot of musculoskeletal disorders as well. And in Canada, they're officially doctors. So if that's something that interests you, feel free to hit me up. I'm happy to talk about it as well. I know plenty of amazing chiros as well. Some that just graduated and I'm working with
Mm-hmm.
out at my workplaces. So I can always connect you guys or talk to me or whatever. More than happy to talk about both AT and chiro moving forward.
Why did you choose to like go into Cairo school? Like, what kind of entertained that idea and that career path for you?
That's a good question. So basically, last summer I worked a lot with chiropractors at my placements, and chiropractors. I'm not saying they look at the body differently from ATs or any other health professional.
They do in some sense, yeah.
In some sense, they do, and their scope of practice is a lot broader than, or like they can do a lot more than ATs can, and it's more so. It's also just them being able to identify and see things on the fly. Whereas it also comes with the experience with ATs. I will say that, but Kairos, because they learn so much within their 4 years of school, they learn a lot of stuff outside their scope of practice.
Mm,
So they learn about pharmacology, they learn
mhm.
about X-rays and radiography, they
Yeah.
learn about acupuncture, they learn about acupressure, they learn it's a wide scope of things they learn. So in a sense, they're experts on the human body and generalists and everything else. Hence why they are uh, amazing to work with
Hmm.
because of their vast knowledge, or not vast, but their good pools of knowledge in different areas, and that's kind of something I want to be able to help out with as well, right? Also, a nice crack feels good for anyone, so not
It
opposed
does
to that.
sometimes. I feel like in the moment, it's like, oh, that was a little painful, but the relief afterwards is what helps a
I'm
lot.
pretty sure it shouldn't be painful, but
Okay, then
I'm pretty sure it shouldn't be.
maybe not painful. Maybe let me reword that. Let me reword that. Maybe just like a little uncomfortable.
Okay, yeah, 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 or surprising.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's a better word to put it.
First time I went to Cairo was in grade 6,
Mm-hmm.
and then he did the and then I'm like, oh my gosh, did my bones just break? And then I got up and oh my gosh, I felt so much better. And that's also something that I think is amazing that they can do. Grade 5 MNIPS. We're not allowed to do that. We're stuck within grade 1 to grade 4, which have a lot of benefit. I think we can both say we've done a lot of mobilizations in clinic and practice, and they've helped our patients and athletes a whole lot. But grade 5 manips, they're just another tool that chiros can use to help with their patients a lot as well. And I think that's just something I wanted to learn and help my future clientele as well, which would be very beneficial, very helpful as well. But not opposed to mobs. I love mobs.
I would say like between like MNIPS and MOBs, like yes, we can do like grades 1 to 4. It just like takes a bit longer to get to that goal
Hmm.
versus like a MNIP, which is like a grade 5. You're just getting there faster.
Yeah. Also, doctor, not a bad title.
It's not a bad title. It's
Especially my
not.
last name too. So
Doctor Who. I just took that in
Doctor Who. It's for the memes.
for the memes.
Yeah.
For the memes. Okay. Well, those are our future endeavors. I guess mostly Ryan's.
And
Um,
hers, personal training,
yeah, mostly like getting into personal training, seeing
clinic
where
work.
like um seeing where like AT kind of just takes me in these next couple of years. Yeah, like seeing where it takes me in this kind of like direction, kind of path, really invest into like what I learned from the program and using what I've learned in the past like 3 to 5 years and just applying it, like trusting my knowledge and getting out there in the job field. That's all
I
it is.
do wanna ask.
Hmm.
Now you've been in both varsity, professional, and now Gen Pop.
Yeah.
Of the three, which one are you aspiring to mostly work with moving forward?
Hmm.
Within a year from now, where do you picture yourself in? If you
Within like a year from now, I
if the
still see myself like working in a clinic, mostly like treating like Gen Pop and like Weekend Warriors, to be honest. Like
Okay,
I think I'm very big on like community in that kind of sense where it's
nice.
like I don't have to like specify myself and close myself off to like strictly varsity and strictly professional athletes. I think that comes with like a different type of work ethic. It's a lot, I will say that, like having experienced like all of those different populations. Um, and with like professional and varsity athletes, you just gotta be working on their schedule. And I like honestly, I really enjoy like the education part of it, where you're teaching clients, teaching patients certain things that they've never been like talked to about. I think when it comes to like working with Gen Pop athletes and Gen Pop in general, um, you get to like educate them on certain things and know how to like apply your knowledge and translate your knowledge in a way that people can absorb. And I think that's like the whole point. Like my whole thing is like, what's the point of like me having all of this knowledge if I can't share it with the people who actually need it the most? In terms of like people who just want to like move functionally rather than like, with varsity and professional athletes, it's very like performance driven. Not to say that like Gen Pop isn't performance driven because you always have your like your one and two athletes, but you know, it's more than just like performance. It's more than just like, stat padding
Mhm.
and like getting your body right to perform a certain way, but mostly just to like move properly and like have a better fitness level, have a better like sense of like bodily knowledge.
Mhm.
And there's like a sense of fulfillment that comes through that when I'm working with clients who don't have that same kind of background and they've never been exposed to it, and they're telling me all of these things after the fact or in hindsight where it's like, oh, I never knew this about myself, or I never knew my body could like move this way. And it's really fulfilling and like seeing that and like showing people that they can do what they like previously thought that they couldn't. So that's what I really like, at least about like working with that kind of population. I love varsity athletes. They're like a whole different personality, and same with like professional athletes. It's like a lot of personality, and I really enjoy that. It's just like where I realistically see myself working 1 year from now, probably just working like in a clinic locally, and just like giving back to the community in whatever way, shape, or form I can.
Nice. And do you picture yourself going back to school at one point, potentially?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah. Whether it's like RMT school, whether it's physio school, um, maybe like S&C, like strength and conditioning, because I'm already kind of in that realm of things. But like I'm a strong believer of like continuing my education one way, shape, or form, but I'm not putting that kind of pressure to do that now on myself.
You need a break.
Yeah, I'm just like not putting that kind of pressure to do it right now, especially because like we just finished school. Um, and two, it's just like I just want to like invest in the, I guess, like certification that we just obtained. So, making what I can out of it, learning what I can, and then seeing how I can continue my education furthermore, depending on like where this path takes me.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's really great. And one last question.
Okay.
Would you consider ways down the line,
Mhm.
let's say Brock or York or Sheridan has an opening for a prof or instructor,
Hmm.
would you consider going back?
I don't know. I really don't know. It depends. Like, I really enjoyed like mentoring this past year. Um, just because like our role as like third year AT students at York, we had to take on like first and second years.
Tian,
Yeah. Um,
Vivian, Lyndon.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, um, wow, a lot of name
I know,
dropping,
right?
but
Hey, they'll probably show up eventually on the
maybe,
episode.
maybe a guest appearance. We'll see. So yeah, like maybe, I don't know, depends where I'm feeling, depends where I'm at in life, to be honest. It really does. Because at the end of the day, like I'm just looking for like job stability. I think that's what we all want, to be honest, in this economy. But it really just depends where I'm at in life.
I think you'd make a pretty good instructor. I can see you as a lab
Really?
instructor one day. It's also because,
Well,
like, let's face it, you're not the tallest person in the
yeah,
world.
no.
So learning how to do certain special tests or
Mhm.
assessments from someone who needs to use different means or format to do it, I think that could be beneficial, especially if there are students who aren't as tall or as.
Students literally like me who are 5 feet
See, I don't want to
deal-
say it. I don't want to say that, but
dealing with athletes who are like 6,
6'5", six
yeah,
six.
6 foot and plus. It's yeah.
No, but I think it'd be beneficial. It would help a lot of people, especially
Mhm.
those 6 feet and under, like myself and you, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
could be
Maybe,
possibility. Yeah,
maybe it depends. Well, yeah, I forgot about the broad program actually because
yeah.
that's a master's now. So yeah,
Hey, who knows? Maybe you become like the head instructor there one day.
we'll see. Time will tell.
I mean, it's Niagara Falls, so
I know
not
it's not too
not
far.
the worst part, not the worst
It's
place
also
to.
not far. It's only
St.
like
Cat's is what, an hour, 2 hours away?
yeah, like
Yeah,
an hour and a half.
it's not that bad.
Okay, so finished our program. What are some things that we kind of like took away from the program? What did we learn from it?
Honestly, I feel like the number one thing that I took away at least is if you put in the work and you put in the time, you're gonna you're gonna do well. You're gonna do great things. Great things might be stretching it, but you're
Hmm.
you're gonna succeed. You'll succeed eventually, whether you struggled a lot initially or started petering off towards the end. But if you be consistent, put in the work, put in the time and effort and everything, you'll do well. So that's
Yeah.
probably the main big takeaway I got from this program,
Hmm.
simply because it's 3 years of not really lecture based learning. It's 3 years of um,
Research based
research
learning.
based learning.
Yeah.
So it was a lot more work that you had to put in, a lot more time you had to put in, but and the hands on stuff that was a whole different realm of learning compared to what you would do in a standard lecture type
Hmm.
class, right? For example, exercise phys or motor learning, those were all lecture based. So
Yeah.
getting those things with the rest of your kinesiology classes, sure, they weren't too difficult, but had to put in a lot of work to study. And same here in AT, you had to put in the work to study, but you didn't have the the lectures, the prof teaching you saying this is the mandible, this is the maxilla, this is I go, like
Yeah.
it didn't have all that. It's more so do your research, learn your stuff, but you put in that time and effort, it's going to stick with you better. Guarantee it. It's going to stick with you better. You'll be able to digest it more easier, and then by the time the exam rolls around, wow, where's the mandible? That's stuff.
What a way to like outro that.
I just
No, I agree. I'm very much on that same kind of like train of thought in that sense of just like it's a lot of endurance with this program. You gotta just like grind it out, grind it out a lot of the time. And I would say like what I learned from it is just like one, yeah, you put in like if you put in the work, what you get out of it is what you put into it. And you just gotta think things through. Like you really just gotta be a critical thinker, not in terms of like not only for the information that you're receiving, but also like how you're interacting with other people. And I think what I got out of the program and what I think like a lot of people should know going into the program is that like it's a people profession. So knowing how to read other people, knowing how to interact with other people, you get a lot of like life skills from this program. And that's mostly due to like the placement experiences that you have and dealing and working with a lot of different people. Like you will be, especially with like varsity teams, you see them all the time and like yes, you deal with like a lot of personality. It's just also like you work with them like almost every day and it's enjoyable if you make it enjoyable. And that really comes down to like the person that you are and like how you interact with others. Um, I would say like the impression that you leave, it will it'll be like carried on with you at the end of the day. And you definitely leave your mark on some people. Um, if you like treat them right, like just as a person, as an athlete, and yeah, I guess
There's
that's
a
like one way for me to like summarize like my key takeaways from the program. Also, like learning how to like communicate and talk. That's a very big like life skill, especially as like one a healthcare professional, and two just as a person. Knowing how to communicate with other people and work as a team goes a long way, especially if you're able to like give and receive constructive criticism without taking it personally. So that's one big thing and one big takeaway, because like how would you expect to like be better if you're not able to take that feedback, whether it's good or bad.
I second that.
Yeah.
It's a lot of what Isabel said is completely correct, completely valid, completely right. Uh, Not an easy program. Definitely had our fair share of blood, sweat, and tears.
Literally and figuratively.
I say a lot more literally though.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of blood. A lot of blood,
Now you're
a lot
scaring
of
the
sweat, and
and
tears.
tears
Yeah.
on our end too.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. I think that's like the best way to sum up this program.
Mhm.
But you make those sacrifices, you're going to come out as a better healthcare professional, healthcare practitioner, and a better person in general because you put in the work, you know what it's like to be in that type of environment, being dealing with all that stress, dealing with that type
Mhm.
of situations, the amount of stuff that we've experienced as undergrads that plenty of people older than us have never dealt with
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
you grow, you learn, and you're gonna crash out, guaranteed.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
But
Even like the strongest people you know will crash
oh
out.
my god, there were some scary situations that I dealt with. I don't know if we want to talk about them later or not, but
No.
those, but they've definitely made us better, better practitioners, better professionals, and better people in general because we can relate, we understand, and we know how to take care and deal with that if need be, right?
Mhm.
My
Okay.
thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next question. We have favorite memories. And I guess we can tie it in with the following question, which is what we will miss
All
as
right.
well.
All right.
You can
You,
go
oh,
first.
I was gonna say you go first, but there's a few memories.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start very
Yeah.
general first. 110 was like a second home, especially in first year. Um, Spending hours just studying and doing research for LOs and going over lab stuff. Like first time we learned about range of motion, that's where we did them, um, practiced them. First time we learned about special tests, that's where we learned and practiced and did them. Uh, Studying our cranial nerves,
Hmm.
doing the dermatomes, myotomes, practicing all that. The video recordings for the assignments we
Yeah.
did. Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
gosh, that was so much a throwback. Um, Sleeping, eating lunch in there, socializing. Taylor and I and the rest of the guys just talking about the most random things.
Oh, I remember those
Those were
conversations.
fun. I won't lie.
It would be conversations like, how would you, if you were to fight a certain animal, how would you fight it?
That was the first one that popped in my head.
Yeah, I remember because we were done. We initially went into 110 to study, and there was like a bunch of us in our first year just like chilling there until like 8 or 9 p.m., literally discussing that exact topic. How you would fight, like whether it was a raccoon
Yeah.
or like a tiger or something like that.
Who said they could beat a bear? Someone said they could beat a bear, and I'm telling you, that's
I
not
can't
possible.
remember.
Someone said that.
They,
Wherever
that's
you are,
wild.
I hope you're correct, but I don't think my money's on the bears still.
It be your own.
Yeah, sorry, my bad,
It be
bro.
your own.
But it's the conversations, honestly, and the amount of times that we laughed, we cried, we did everything. Like the whole wave, the whole spectrum of emotions was in that room. Like our OPs were in that room. When we studied, we were in that room. When we socialized, we were in that room.
Yeah.
It was the hub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Small room, but we got a lot out of it, I guess. A lot.
Did some of the podcast episodes in there.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did. If you ever saw like the YU background, that's like where we were
that's 110.
recording. Yeah. Yeah, I will say I will miss that too. I would say like my favorite memories and what I would miss as well is just like the long study sessions because if we're being so honest, if we're blocking out a 6 hour study sessions with our friends, are we studying the whole time? Half of the time it's like we're eating, half the time we're just like playing
We're
around.
listening to the new Drake album. There were at least two or three that dropped during our time in AT.
Yeah. That was
Basketball.
really fun. Yeah, oh my gosh. There was a hoop like in 110.
I swear we've broken like three or four of them.
Yeah, no, it was a lot. It was a communal thing, if I'm being honest. Like everyone would try to get like however many they can in a row consecutively.
We got three in a row at one point.
And then you'd get added to the Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
which was just like um
it was
it was
napkins.
oh, I thought it was like tape.
No,
It was
it's tape,
napkins and tape.
napkins and tape on the wall, and we would put our names down. This is the Hall of Fame,
Yeah,
guys.
no.
Oh my gosh, what a
Wow.
time, man.
Really tainted that room. That's why it's not there anymore. But I will miss that.
Microwave.
Yeah. Oh my
Added the
gosh.
microwave.
I mean, short. It was like we've had it for a short time, us at least. So I'm glad for like us the following years to have that privilege of hot food and not struggling to like find a different microwave
Knocking
elsewhere.
on Stone Council, begging to use their microwave,
Yeah,
or
just
going to
comfortably.
Bethune,
Yeah.
tracking all the way to Bethune. Oh my
I mean,
gosh,
that wasn't that bad of a walk. It was like a minute, 2 minute walk. We'd stay inside the
that
building,
is true.
so it wasn't terrible. But it's just like that awkward knock on the council door.
Hey,
Use their microwave.
I don't
And
even
just
know you guys.
yeah, and then try to make conversation while your microwave is like, or while your food is in the microwave. But
Oh,
yeah, I will miss that. And just like like tutorials were fun
those were fun.
sometimes. I think like the learning process was like nice for the most
I will
part,
say,
depending.
first year tutorials were stressful. By the
Because you
time
don't know what you're
by the
doing.
time second year rolled around,
Yeah,
everyone was having a good time.
yeah, yeah.
Everyone.
I would say like it would depend on like your group of people. I enjoyed our tutorial like in the last semester of second year.
We were together in that one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
and it was like our group of friends together
fun.
in one tutorial, so it was funny.
I'm not saying we cheated the system into that
No, no,
tutorial,
no.
but basically we all had a class that conflict was it nutrition?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
I think it
nutrition,
was
right?
like.
We conflicted with nutrition, so we had no choice but to all be
Mhm.
in that tutorial, which worked out.
It did work out.
Yeah,
It was fun.
and our instructors were
And they were
the
good.
best.
Yeah.
I missed them still.
Yeah, no, me too. Hopefully, like, I'm sure we will cross paths with them one way or another. It's a very, like, AT is such a
Such a small
small
world.
world. Like, everyone knows everyone, and I wouldn't be surprised if we run into them
Yeah, it's valid.
in the next couple of years
Yeah,
at least.
I will miss placements as well.
Placements for fun.
I won't miss the long hours. But I
Yeah,
will miss. I will miss interacting with the athletes and our supervisors and our colleagues in
game
there.
days.
Game days were amazing. Game
Hmm.
days were good. If you were the away team, not so much.
Yeah, no. But game days at home, like
Oh,
that
they're great.
atmosphere is so different. And like when you think of like athletic therapy, or at least like people who are very new to like
Hmm.
knowing the profession, that's like literally what you think of. Like being on the sideline for a sports game, feeling like the lights. Like,
And being a part of the team.
yeah.
You're not the one playing,
Yeah.
but a lot of the teams that I've been with, they incorporate me into their huddle. They keep me. I stand with them during O Canada. Like it was nice. It's like being a part of like another group of close people that you can really relate to and work with and everything.
Yeah, no, it
Yeah,
was nice.
coaches were great.
Hmm.
Sometimes the athletes would crash out, and not much you can do there. But
I feel that
yeah,
sometimes. I feel that sometimes. But yeah, like I guess those are like my favorite memories and what I'd miss from the program. Very like bittersweet. Like I'm glad it's over, but I know like down the road and even now it's just like, you know,
we put in the work for placement wise the last 2 years. We
hmm,
deserve to like relish
yeah.
in our success.
Well, what I mean to say is like you never what's I'm trying to like think of my train of thought right now. But it's like, it's almost like we took those times for granted
Yeah,
when we were there. Like all those late nights and like working long hours. Like it really sucks in the moment, but like enjoy it while you can kind of thing.
yeah.
Like be there while you're there, and once you're done, you're done. And so you can never really like go back in time and be in that kind of position where you're still learning and having fun.
I have to say, you have to make the most out of your experience at
Hmm.
placement. If you're not going to enjoy it, uh, just remember there's always someone like who wanted that placement, and you
Yeah,
were lucky enough to get it, right? So make the most out of it. Don't be all upset or moody about some situation that happened. Like not saying you're not lucky, but like you were fortunate enough to be able to be even be oh my gosh to be even able to be placed with them. So make the most out of it.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Took a while to get out, but I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you want to close it off and what the future of this podcast would look like?
You want to close this one out?
No, you can.
All right. So why you should AT will continue, not with us. We will be passing it down to a few other third year students, upcoming third year students, and hopefully they keep up this tradition of this 1 year podcast. It's been over a year, which
Hmm.
is a success story, I'd say. Hope I wish we did more episodes, but life got in the way.
It's busy. Third year is a busy year. I will say that, especially when you had schedules like ours where it never aligned. It was basically working where I had work and placement in the morning up until afternoon, and then you started in the afternoon until night. So,
I we never saw each other
yeah,
at that
no.
point, but hopefully our upcoming hosts will do a great job as well. I'm sure they will. They're phenomenal. I think we made the right selection in terms of who to replace us moving forward. And who knows, maybe one day we'll make a comeback. Do a throw,
Guest appearance.
yeah, guest appearance, throwback episode type thing. But um, this will be the last episode featuring Isabelle and Ryan.
Yeah.
Any words you want to say to our listeners?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for supporting us. Being along with this journey, and hope we honestly like what we wanted to get out of this podcast was just like getting the program out there and making more people aware of it, and really give people what it's like and proper insight of what it's like as a student in the program, and making sure people are making informed decisions when they're applying.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think like it's obviously like still in the works, and it'll build over time. Rome wasn't built in a day. So yeah, we appreciate everyone that has been supporting us and listening to us and being like interactive with our posts, as inactive as we have been.
yeah.
But we appreciate everyone, even like the guests who have like hopped on, and like past graduates, past students, professors, all of that. So we
Shout out,
appreciate
shout
all of
out.
y'all. And yeah,
Yeah,
that's the end of this episode.
that's the wrap.
Later.
Later.